Hey, what's up all you gamers? So it's me, Miles, and I am making a Pokemon video, but I don't have my game with me. Well, actually, this one's not going to be a Pokemon video. This one's going to be about my new Kirby Triple Deluxe. I got it about maybe almost a month ago. I almost just beat the whole thing. I still have one more person to defeat. And now, so yeah, I'm on the last stage of Level and World 6, which is the stage 6 in level 6, and I am trying to beat the second giant queen. Actually, I have something else I might want you to take a look at. Puppets! That was not it. And if you don't know who that was just my friend Gabe. Hello. Do you know anything about Kirby Triple Deluxe?
Maybe.
What do you think you know about it?
Nothing.
Okay, so my favorite power-up is, of course, Hypernova. But if you don't do that, my two other favorites are Spear and Archery. Because Spear, if you press B and hold it, if he like stabs the spear and then you hold it and he raises it into the air, once you let go of B, you can start flying, which is really cool. And I also like Archery because it's super long ranged, and if you hold it until it makes a giant purple ball, it can do awesome damage. It can like wipe out if like your opponent's your opponent's health bar is like this much, and if you use that could probably wipe out this much of his health bar. So yeah, that's pretty powerful. I also kind of like Cutter. That's a good one. Another one I like is Spikes. You probably don't know what Spikes is. Those little white guys that have one red spike that's tall and goes into the air. You have to suck him up into your mouth and go down instead of spitting him out. And try to go down instead of spitting him out. And then what will happen is he will turn into the Spikes power-up. Then there's also some other ones I like Beam and Shock. I really like Beam because sometimes it's hard to make it do it, but sometimes Beam can pick things up like Whip. And that reminds me, I really like the Whip power-up. Like the Whip power-up, what you can do is like if you press B and hold it, once you let go of B, you can actually throw the Whip at them and it'll pick them up, and then press B again and you'll throw them. And, well, what I've just almost beaten, I know I've already said this, I am just so glad that I've almost beaten the whole game. There are 6 levels, and those are the different islands. The levels are the islands. The stages are the levels, actually. So there's stage 1. There's level 1 for when you start the game, and then there's stage 1 to stage 5, and then level 2 has stage 1 to 5 or 6. Then there's level 3 with 6 stages. Level 4 has 6 stages. Level 5 has 5 stages. Level 6 has 6 or 7 stages. And I am on the last stage of level 6. And I am so proud, because I might beat the game soon. But I only have 2 lives right now. So there might be a chance that I won't beat the game, because that part is really hard. The part at the very end is really hard to beat. It's the one where there's like those weird eye piranha guys, when you had to shoot through the vines, when you had to shoot yourself through the vines. Yeah, that part is really hard. I'm like at the third. I'm at the third. Well, I don't know how to say it, but once you've beaten one, there's a star that transports you to another place where there's another 2 of them. So I've beaten those 4, and then I'm on the next 2 to equal 6. So once I've beaten all 6, I think there's only 6. So I think that once I beat all 6, I have to battle the queen again. So yeah, you have to beat you have to beat that guy who makes all of the you have to beat the guy that on the final stages that makes all of the giant guys, giant monsters. You have to beat him twice, and then you have to beat the queen twice. And the queen, the first time, is super hard. So yeah, it's kind of easy for me to beat the first one of those penguin guys that has that buddy that makes him fly into the air. It's kind of easy for me to beat him, but it's hard for me to beat the second version, because the second version goes from a hammer to an axe. The axe is kind of hard. And then what other versions are hard? Both of the queens are probably gonna be really hard. I know the first queen's hard. I don't know about the second, because I haven't got to the second queen yet. But yeah, I think that the second queen would probably have, instead of those 2 wands, maybe 2 golden axes. That would be really cool. but I don't really know. What else do I have for today? Okay, so about my Pokemon game, I've beaten the whole game, and I am now trying to get every Mega Stone I can. I'm not trying to get every single Pokemon in the game. I don't have enough money for all those Pokeballs. But one thing I accidentally did is I accidentally traded my Weavile for a Ditto. But it's a good thing I still have a higher level Xerneas. So, And also what I'm trying to do is hatch a bunch of baby Charmanders. And for some reason, even if I've beaten the whole game, there's some Mega Stones that I cannot get. And so yeah, I don't know if in Pokemon Y you need to get Aron to make it evolve to go to his stage 1, then his stage 2 Aggron and make a Mega Aggron, or if you're supposed to get his opposite one, and like if you're supposed to get his opposite one, and I forget what his name is though, and evolve him into Tyranitar, and then having to get his Mega Stone. So yeah, I have what evolves into Tyranitar, and I have Aron, which is the basic of Aggron. And I think I have Aggron's basic too. Tyranitar's basic too. And another really cool one I have that can Mega Evolve, but I haven't, that should be able to Mega Evolve, I don't know yet. I don't know if it can yet though. Mudkip, his final evolve form. Since Blaziken can Mega Evolve, I think the other two can Mega Evolve. I have Mudkip, which is another one. I just need I forget the grass one's name. And then the reason why I'm trying to get more Charmanders is because I already have 3 Charizards and 3 Charmeleons. And I'm trying to get at least 9 Charizards. And I almost have 6. So I think that's going to be it for today. Peace out. Bye.